Well, hello there, math aces, and welcome to Mr. Ace Math. In this video, we're going to write the ratio of blue circles to red circles for this group of circles below. We need to make sure that we write it in 3 different ways and put that ratio in simplest form if possible. Before we even begin, what are the 3 different ways to write ratios? The first way is using the word 2. 2 is the most important word when you're dealing with ratios, because a ratio is a comparison of 2 things, and that word 2 separates those 2 things called terms. So the first term in our ratio is talking about the number of blue circles, and the second term in our ratio is talking about the number of red circles. Before we go any further, let's find out how many blue and red circles there are. Let's start with blue, since that's the first term in our ratio. So here we have our first blue circle. Not blue, not blue. This is our second blue circle. Not blue, not blue, not blue, not blue. Our third blue circle. Not blue, not blue, and our fourth blue circle. So we've got 4 blue circles. And now we can count the number of red circles in this group. So that's not red. Here's red circle number 1. No, no, yes. Red circle number 2. Red circle number 3. Not red. Red circle number 4. Not red. Red circle number 5. Red circle number 6. And no. So we have 6 red circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's put that right up here. And now we can write our ratio using the word 2. The first term in our ratio, or the first thing we're talking about, is the number of blue circles. Since there are 4 blue circles, that will be the first number in our ratio. Next, we'll write the word 2. And then finally, we'll write in the second term of our ratio, which is the number of red circles. And we know that that's 6. So we'll write 6 after the word 2. So the ratio of blue circles to red circles in this group is 4 to 6. But remember, we have to put it in simplest form. To do that, we need to find the biggest number that can divide both of the values in our ratio. And what number can divide 4 and 6? Well, that's the number 2. So when we simplify the ratio, we'll start with 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Then we'll write the word 2. And then we'll divide 6 by 2. And what's 6 divided by 2? Well, that's 3. So we can say the ratio of blue circles to red circles is 4 to 6. And when we simplify that, that ratio is 2 to 3. Now let's get to the second way to write ratios, which is using a colon. In case you're unsure, a colon is a symbol where you have 2 dots, one on top of the other. And now we're going to represent the ratio using that colon. The values are always going to be the same. The only thing changing is how we represent it. Last time we used the word 2, but now we're going to replace that word 2 with a colon. So we'll start with the number of blue circles, which is 4. Then we'll write the colon. And then the second value in our ratio, which is 6. Just like above, we still have to simplify it. So we're going to take this ratio, and just like before, divide it by 2, and that's going to give us 2 to 3 again. But we're going to make sure that we write it using a colon. So we'll still write the number 2. Instead of the word 2, we'll write a colon. And and then we'll write the value 3. One very important note, even though you're writing it with a colon, the way you're reading this ratio is just like using the word 2. So even though the simplified ratio says 2:3, we would still read it as 2:3. And finally, the last way to write ratios is using fraction notation. So we'll start by writing the first number in our ratio in the top of the fraction. So we'll write 4, and then the fraction line, and then the second value in our ratio, which is 6. We're going to simplify that ratio again, and just like with the other two ways, we're still going to end up with 2 as the first value and 3 as the second value. So we'll write this as 2/3. And just like when we were using a colon, even though it's written as 2/3, you'd still read it as 2:3. So there you have it, Math Aces. We have the ratio of blue circles to red circles written in 3 different ways and all simplified. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to your favorite math channel on YouTube, Mr. Ace Math. I'll see you in the next one.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Questions? Comments? Leave them down below.
And thanks for using Mr. Ace Math. Don't just pass math, ace it.